Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2024 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last half of June, roughly the last 2 weeks of June, and this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this or any of the videos that I put out, that any of us put out actually. It's a great blessing to be able to do this, and you are part of that blessing, so thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Sagittarius, this video is for you. If you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian, this video is still relevant. It's a general reading, so it may resonate a little differently for everyone, as we often say. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch those as well. It can be helpful for additional insight and perspective. Now, if something really does hit home, it really resonates with you, and you'd like to reach out, you'd like to take a deeper look at it, perhaps reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style. If you are interested in a reading with me, you can email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You'll see that contact info by clicking on the description of this video. I can usually get back to you pretty quickly within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of reading choices in all areas of life, different types, lengths, budgets, styles, or something in there for everyone. And I'm also pretty diligent at timely scheduling of personal readings, so email me if you'd like. Okay. Let's see what the last half of June 2024 has in store for Sagittarius. I'm using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Bosch Tarot. We begin with the Three of Wands. Feels like a waiting, watching period. You might be feeling very hopeful, positive, optimistic about the future, or hoping. With the Eight of Swords. Perhaps feeling like there isn't anything. There's a sense of hopeful waiting, but also feeling like your hands are tied, or feeling like you can't change a situation because the challenges are too difficult. You're hoping for the best, though. Got to be careful with this kind of energy, because it feels like somebody here, whether it's you or someone close to you, may be deliberately ignoring something and just trying to focus on being hopeful, positive, and optimistic about the future, but also feeling like your hands are tied, but that it's going to change how, right? It's almost like there's a saying about the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, or enduring the same thing over and over again, but expecting every time for it to be better or different somehow. It's kind of a bit of this energy I'm picking up here. A bit of a head stuck in your sand, let's just hope it goes away kind of energy. Next we have the Hermit, taking some time, maybe taking a step back to deeply reflect, contemplate on the truth of something. Is this really good for me? Is this good for me anymore? Does this really serve me? Is this for my highest benefit? What's best here? Trying to kind of figure it out. There's a wealth of experience that goes into trying to figure something out. Typically, whatever tarot cards you have, the Hermit is usually holding up a light or a lantern of some kind, and that light is symbolic for knowledge, for truth, and he's using it to light a very kind of narrow, maybe even dangerous path. So it's using the accumulated wisdom from your life experiences already to kind of help you see how to navigate through something. With the Two of Cups, soulmates, kindred spirits, partnerships. Doesn't need to be romantic, could be work related, but there is a karmic connection with someone here, some kind of karmic connection, partnership. Next we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, wishes granted. The more physical, decadent sort of pleasures, getting what you want. With the Two of Wands, choice, a choice of action. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I pursue what I want? From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Two of Swords. stuck at a crossroad, needs to make a decision, but the decision is difficult. It's interesting here because we have a few cards, even that Nine of Cups. It's kind of like, I mean, these two cards are sword cards. Swords are governed by the element of air, which governs this, our intellectual landscape and capacity, which is what we believe, our belief systems, our ideologies, our perspectives, our perceptions, because that determines what we tell ourselves reality is and how we act or react to that reality. But in both of these sword cards, the person is blindfolded, or they have something in front of their eyes. There's a sense of feeling stuck, of needing to make a decision, but there's also this sense of, ignoring the 800-pound purple gorilla in the living room. You know it's there, you just don't acknowledge it directly. You dust around it, you know it's there, but you don't pay any attention to it, because once you acknowledge it, once you look at it, then the next stage is, okay, what do I do about this? And that's about making choices and decisions. And here it feels like someone, whether it's you or the other person in this partnership, is kind of shoving everything under the carpet and just trying to stay hopeful, positive, and optimistic, but with no real change, no actual action for any kind of real change, just hoping somehow it will just somehow out of nowhere get better. Stuck energy. But the Hermit and the Two of Cups is what's really best here. What's best for me? What's best for the other person? Let's clarify that Two of Swords, overall energy, stuck. Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords is seeing the truth, the epiphany, the light bulb going off on your head, that brand new, true, fresh perspective. Sometimes the Ace of Swords can be like the cold, hard truth, meaning that it shows you what the reality of something is, and maybe that reality isn't what you like. Maybe that reality is not good. But at least seeing it for what it is gives you the free will, the free agency, and the choice to make decisions, however difficult, in order to create a better and healthier reality for yourself, right? But then we have that Two of Swords, because that's what this clarifying is. I don't want to look at it right now, because if I look at it, then I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. And it might be that with the Ten of Pentacles, that there's a lot of time and effort that's gone into this partnership. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. There's a partnership that appears to be central here, significant. Now, this whole reading for some of you may be about the relationship itself, about the partnership itself, romantic or some other kind of partnership, or the issue and all this stuck energy, whatever this unhealthy cycle is going on. It might be in another area of life, like say work or other friendships or family influence, but it might be negatively affecting that primary relationship. So, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Three of Wands and Eight of Swords I really don't like together, because it's like, I'm just going to stick my head in the sand and hope it gets better. How's it going to get better, right? If nobody does anything. Because here's somebody saying, well, I can't do anything because it's too hard, because of this, because of that, because of the other thing. Reasons, excuses, and justifications. Because the choices and decisions are hard. They're difficult. There's a real sense of avoidance here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, another two. We've got 3 twos here. Choices, stuck. What do I do? The Knight of Cups, the Magician, and the Lover. Or the Page of Cups, sorry, the Magician and the Lover. This is like, okay, I have my head stuck in the sand, but we're going to tell ourselves that everything will be fine, and I don't need to make a choice, or we don't need to make a choice or a decision right now kind of energy. And free will, free agency. You can choose to stay stuck in this energy for an indeterminate period of time. But here with the Hermit and the Two of Cups, it looks like at least some of you are really kind of taking a look at this relationship or partnership, or the two of you together are looking at whatever other area it is that's so unhealthy. Trying to ask yourselves, what's really the best thing here? Hermit, Two of Cups. Strength, the Tower, and the Ten of Wands. The Tower and the Ten of Wands are both about major endings. Strength is facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. To have the strength and courage and perseverance to walk away from something, to let it end, to let that tower come down, just let it fall. Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. This feels like a very challenging situation, whether it's about a relationship in particular, like that central relationship, or whether it's about another partnership or another area of life and it's negatively affecting a primary relationship and you need to figure that out. It feels very challenging because it feels like turning away from something or someone with whom you have a lot of history or a lot of time kind of tied up in it. Nine of Cups, Two of Wands. What is my wish fulfillment? What do I really want? What will really bring me joy? And how do I accomplish that? The Knight of Swords, the Fool, and the Four of Cups. Again, a sense of reluctance. The Knight of Swords and the Fool would be, look, I'm taking off, I'm leaving, I'm starting off on something new. But the Four of Cups is an offer or an opportunity, but somebody's feeling apathetic or lazy, or they feel discontent, they feel like something's missing. Again, it all comes down to choices. That's kind of the fundamental energy of this whole reading, regardless of how it plays out for you, whether it's the relationship itself, whether it's another relationship affecting a partnership, whether it's just some other kind of unhealthy situation affecting a partnership. You know, ultimately, it's a very stuck kind of energy about, if I really look at it directly, if I really address it directly, then I have to make decisions, and probably the healthiest decision is to turn away from this person, place, thing, situation, and I have a lot of history there, and that's hard. And that's kind of the fundamental energy of all this. And I just kind of see this decision-making energy going on. I mean, these are, you know, readings that cover a relatively short period of time. My general readings are typically for about 2 weeks-ish, you know. So it's not a long period of time, but I don't see a huge amount of action or resolvement here. Just kind of some avoidance and then some thinking about it, and then I don't know what to do kind of energy. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. The Devil, the Seven of Swords, that's not a good combination. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, and Judgment. Okay. There's an emotionally unhealthy energy to whatever the issue, the central issue is. It might be somebody who's actually emotionally manipulative, somebody who has a cycle, you know, whatever is the unhealthy or toxic person, place, or situation here, it's cyclical. It may be somebody who has a pattern, a negative, toxic pattern of lying, of deceiving, of hiding things, of not telling all the truth. I mean, in a bad way, right? And then perhaps tries to gaslight you or emotionally manipulate you. This could be a romantic person, another relationship, a work situation, you know, anything like that. And Judgment says that you have the opportunity here. You're at a crossroads to make a choice that could significantly change your life. The decision might be difficult. The consequences of that decision might be quite difficult, quite challenging, but you still have the option to do it, right? Because this looks like a situation that's just going to continue. So it kind of rests on you about, you know, what are you going to do? There's an opportunity to do it right here, right now. So I think I will leave it there, Sagittarius. I mean, this looks like a challenging situation, however it's playing out for those of you for whom it resonates that are watching this. So I can't say, I hope you enjoyed this reading. It looks like a tough reading. We all go through these difficult times about, I know I should make this decision because it's the best decision, but it's so difficult and it's going to hurt, or it'll cause this, or, so we maybe procrastinate or maybe ignore it for a while. That's the energy here. But sooner or later, something has to be addressed, or it's just going to end up falling apart anyway. But it feels like right now you have the opportunity to make choices and decisions, thereby having more control over how it ends or how you move through it and away from it, right? I mean, if we ignore things too long, typically it ends up falling apart anyway, but because we didn't initiate healthy choices about it, we have less power and control over the process. We just have to deal with whatever we're handed. So it's always a good idea to try and take some control and some ownership of it before that happens. So I'll leave it there. Sagittarius, those are your messages for the last half of June 2024. I hope they were helpful for you. Again, if this really resonated with you, if it really hit home and you'd like to peel it back, maybe take a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description with this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the July general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.